Hi, Miss Carrie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, you
I
guys. This is Miss
I
Carrie. She is the successful business owner of K&B, and she's partnered with her husband. So I don't want to butcher anything. I'm like the super fan in the stands because I've been following her redecorate her house. And I mean, like, the business just didn't went there. Like her imagination with putting things together is like there. So like she's the go-to person. Like she can help me out in like 30 seconds, get some things together that I didn't even know that I was supposed to get together. And she's right here. Hi, Carrie.
Hi. I'm so excited to be on. And let me just say, I do have some things to say. I know we're here to talk about my business and show you like the things but those questions, oh my gosh, I was just over here backstage, like I got something to say. Oh my goodness. Those were some deep questions.
Yep, go ahead. Hey, honey, do you have anything to add? Because I mean, all I can do is what they told me. Hey, I'm just answering the questions.
Okay, so the first one I wanted to speak on was the one with the her and her husband only been married for 2 years and the sex is not the same. So my husband and I will be 17 years married this year. And I think you gave great advice that she needs to address it immediately. Don't wait, because if she keeps holding on to that, maybe he might even be feeling the same way. And they just are too afraid to talk about it. I know, like, people think that, sex is easy to talk about, but when you're struggling in it, it's not. But she needs to be positive when she addresses. She can't just be like, oh, you suck in bed. She has to come from a place where it'll be received, because if you go back to him, when you talk to him saying the sex is trash, that's not going to work. It's not going to be received well. She has to do it from a place of love and respect when she go to him, because, he might be feeling the same way, or he might not. He might not even know. All I do know is that if she go to him the wrong way, then it's not going to be received. It's going to fall on deaf ears, and it could cause more problems than solutions.
Yes, I agree. I definitely agree. And people don't understand that your spouse actually want you to come and talk to them. Like, how you sitting there and you're like, we all get, stubborn, like, oh my God, whatever. He did it. He gonna come, you better come and beg or say something to me because you did it. You know you did it. You know what I'm saying? And that leads on to having more attitude. You know what I'm saying? But if you was to put yourself in that situation, just do what you would want them to do to you. And then you'd be like, okay, well, like my husband, he always just, when he mess up or do anything wrong, he always just make a joke and then we're just back feeling fine. So it's like, because he's just funny, but but yeah. So I mean, honestly, we talk out a lot. So I honestly feel like people should just talk to their spouse.
Absolutely, 100%. I agree with that. The other one was the one where, what's the first question? I think where the lady said that she was dating someone who is married but separated.
Yes.
Okay. So I feel a couple of things about that, but if this person is absolutely out of that relationship, they're not living together, he is in his own space and his wife that he's separated from is in her own space, I think it's fine. Live your life. You can't worry about what somebody else is doing. And if somebody is sending subliminal messages on their social media, then that's their problem, not yours. Like, whatever they feel, it is what it is. And until they direct it to you, then I would not address anything, because you could be reading into it the wrong way, or you might not be, but that's their problem, not your problem. As long as you're happy, just live your life. That's all I have to say.
Now that is I don't understand why people feel the need to, if someone literally is not sleeping or is literally basing their life around putting stuff on social media to direct it towards me or direct it towards someone, your life must not be lit.
Yes. I don't have time.
I don't have time.
And if you are my friend and I think you're doing something wrong, I'm going to talk to you directly. I'm not going to go on social media and talk about you sideways, but not directly to you. That's shady. That's scary. And I'm not about that life. I'm not with that. I think that if this person is somebody that is important to you and you are important to them and they feel like you are doing something wrong, they would come direct to you. I have been corrected before in the past by my friends, and I have corrected my friends in the past. That's how relationships work. You have to be willing to say hard things, and you have to be willing to listen to hard things when you on the receiving end. And anyway, everybody's not going to agree with everything that you do. You just have to do you and worry about what you got going on.
You worry about you. Period. I don't understand, but yes.
All right, the last thing, I wasn't trying to answer all your questions, but the last thing is this. So I actually am a person that does have two phones. I have two phones because one is my personal phone and then one is my business phone. And the reason, but my husband has access to both of them, and there's no reason for me to not allow him that. Privilege of having access to anything. I can walk away and leave my phone there. My husband can answer my phone at any time because I don't have anything to hide. I'm not worried about anything. And the same goes for him, vice versa. He only has one phone, but I have his password. Not that I need it. I don't have a reason to check his phone because I trust my husband and he trusts me. So I don't feel like I need to be, if you feel that you need to search through somebody's phone, then something is wrong in that relationship. And I'm not saying you need to leave it, but you need to worry about fixing it, as opposed to worry about like searching through their phone, because there's no trust there. I cannot imagine having to go through life worrying and wondering and like searching through people's phone or looking for something like to see if you're doing something wrong. I couldn't do that.
Miss Carrie, baby. I know that's right.
Yeah. So I just want to speak on your questions because I was like, those are some deep questions and I feel things about them.
All I know is these